Have you ever thought about what you do after you've set up your ad? And I think a lot of people go wrong with their LinkedIn ads the way they think about it. They're all thinking about targeting, which objective, and just trying to getting lost in the platform campaign manager is very confusing. But probably more important and way harder to crack is not getting the cost per click, which technically we can do pretty much every single time and get the right cost per click. Even the cost per lead potentially as well is a little bit easier. But the hard part is really the conversion. The conversion is really where the battle, the front line is always at. So what we need to think about is what do we do to get the conversion? Where do we have to send the traffic? It's very different to Facebook. LinkedIn is its own kind of beast. So we need to really look at LinkedIn on its own. Generally speaking, there are two ways to go about it. There's sending people directly to the sales page, which is what a lot of people like via Google Ads will do. They'll go straight to the bottom of the funnel, straight to the sales page, and then they try to do that with social, and it just doesn't work. Not saying it doesn't work every time, but it probably works 20% or less, or a lot less, I'd say, than 20% of the time. More often than not, we need a step before that. But there's always two A/B tests we need to be doing. One, we need to send traffic directly to the sales page. So if you're B2B SaaS or just a B2B company generally, it could be, schedule a demo, schedule a phone call. This is the high value thing we want, right? So that's what we really ultimately want. But how do we get there? And it's not always direct. It's not always to send people directly to the demo page and sign up to the demo. That doesn't always work. In fact, most often than not, that does not work. So more often we need basically a step before that. And what is that? That's some kind of gated content. Send people to some gated content, get the lower friction lead, i.e. get the person just to give us their contact information. If that includes a telephone number or not, that'll have a big impact on the cost per lead. But either way, it depends what your sales process is like after. Some people, for example, would like to get the phone number and then they'll have an SDR phoning and converting that lead into a demo or, speak to the correct person. But so what do? We need a lower friction offer, right? So the lower friction offer is just some kind of gated content. So for example, my gated content here is I do a masterclass on LinkedIn ads, a full system of what it looks like to do LinkedIn ads. And, I go into quite a lot of detail. This converts really, really well, this page, and this offer converts really well. I also have another one now, which is a free, sign up to a free LinkedIn targeting course. And it's totally free. It's part of a bigger course I have, which you can sign up for by just clicking the link below. But the free course converts really well. So this is kind of the first step to really cracking to get, and this is going to be the biggest impactor of your cost per lead. Because if this is not what your demographic or your persona wants, then your cost per lead is going to be through. I've seen cost per leads of £100+ per lead, because what they're offering is something just a really high friction offer, such as do a demo. We want you to bottom of funnel type of action. We want you to, schedule a call with us. They don't know who the hell this person is, but they're like, schedule a course. That's going to be a very high cost per conversion or cost per action. And so when you start a little bit with social, when you start a bit earlier, so it's getting a lower friction thing, get the lead, get the email, and then we follow up with email. And what we do, so this is how the funnel looks like. We get we get them to click and give us their email. So we captured at least 50% of the clicks we're paying for, we've captured into a lead, and that's our owned media. So we don't have to rely on LinkedIn or Facebook for that anymore, Google. We own the email, we own the media, which is great. We can upload that to retargeting. So what we really need to do at this point is try to get that email address, then redirect them to the sales page. This is my sales page. It's a bit crazy, I know, but it works really well. We convert this really well as well. Your sales page will be, book your demo. It'll be something to do with your specific product, and we'll be trying to get them to take the next step, which is, do the action which is more valuable. And that flow where we get the lead, we capture the email, then redirect them to this page means that we've caught the majority of clicks. We have, at least 50% conversion rate I would aim for. We've got their email, we've got their contact, which means we can follow up with them via email, and we can upload those emails into Facebook, Google Display Network, and retarget them quite aggressively. Like just follow them around the web where they've shown some interest, the lead magnet or something to do with your service, trying to solve one of their problems, and they've put their hand up to show that they have this problem. So now we're going to retarget them. We know that they're a middle of funnel type of lead. We should be following up with them either via email, phone call, retargeting, even LinkedIn, outbound, going on LinkedIn saying, hey, notice you downloaded the thing. Would you like to do a demo, or would you like to speak to me more about this? This is the follow-up. The follow-up is really important for LinkedIn because LinkedIn ads are so expensive, so you need to have a bit of an aggressive follow-up. But the other alternative is to send people directly to this page, and there's pros and cons. The pro of sending people directly to the sales page is that you're gonna get if that converts at a good rate, and you're one of the few who can convert people straight cold into the sales page. And by sales page, I mean it's the page that gets the demo or gets the free trial or gets the scheduled phone call. If you're one of those few, then you're going to have the cheapest cost per demo, scheduled phone call, per scheduled free trial. So that's great if you can do that. But what you're missing out, even if you have a 5% conversion, so at 5 people have 100 are clicking through your ads, landing on this page and doing a demo, that's awesome. But you're missing out on 95% of the people or at least 50% of the 90% of people that you could lead to a lead magnet, get their contact, then get them here and convert them at this stage. So that flow works better. Get their email, then redirect them. Don't give them the gated content there on that page. Send that via an email. Say it's in your inbox, just to double check that it's the correct email, and also that they're checking that inbox. So it's going to come via email. So we're not with the flow. They submit the form and they directly go to this page. And then this page is all about converting them into the next step. But the majority of people will bounce. But now we have the contact deal. So this is the kind of flow that works really well. At this point, you can schedule a call, and it goes. For this one, it goes directly to a calendar or a questionnaire, and it depends really what you want to do. Some people like a questionnaire. We have, because I'm getting traffic directly from LinkedIn here, then you don't really need the questionnaire. The questionnaire is just really useful if you're sending lower quality traffic and you want to weed out the time wasters. So for example, if it's potentially Facebook traffic, we can do really well with B2B Facebook, depending on who you're targeting, but we always need to have a gatekeeper, and the questionnaire is the gatekeeper. So yeah, that's that. And so yeah, this is the flow that most people get very, very wrong, because they do not get the lead, get the gated content. And so this is what we need to really focus on. I hope this was super helpful. I do have a free LinkedIn targeting course. You can also click on that below. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us. Just go to superlumen.co and click on any of those schedule call buttons, and you can reach out to us.